Hey everyone, Happy New Year. I hope you guys had a great holiday. I just got back from spending lots of time with family and friends, and since it's been pretty rainy and gloomy here, I thought this was the perfect weather to get a quick process video done. This one is to celebrate the new year. It's gone by so quickly, and I feel like I say this every year, but for the past few years, I've had a lot of changes happen to me career-wise that have been great, but also made it really busy. Anyway, here I'm working on a piece I started a few days ago. I wouldn't say it's a complete one, more of an experiment, but it's inspired by those city backgrounds we see most notably in the Sailor Moon anime. I wanted to try recreating one in Blender 3D for a while, but I never got around to it. It wasn't until I saw the Pixar film Turning Red a few months ago where I noticed some of the backgrounds were reminiscent of that aesthetic. I love the pastel yet deeply saturated, contrasting colors with that watercolor-like texture. And visually, it gives off this dreamy and nostalgic feel, and I wanted to try capturing that. I really like backgrounds like this because it makes you wonder what's happening within that city. So this video is my attempt to try it out. However, I prioritized more of the style rather than story, and I was happy with the result. So to create this, I first modeled some rectangles together to form something that was city-like. I created some elements in the midground here, and then darker, less detailed ones in the foreground. And the shader is the same one I've showed from my cake tutorial, except I have very contrasting colors here. You can see this more clearly in the Christmas ornaments video I posted a few days ago. It was effective in getting this textured gradient going from a warm yellow to a deep cool blue. A fun component to this shader were the light sources. I was able to achieve different colors as they hit the buildings for some variation. So as the scene advances, I have splashes of pink, yellow, and blue. A channel that was really helpful in helping me understand how to accomplish this was Lightning Boy Studio, so definitely check them out. For the rest of the piece, I took a very abstract approach. I stuck with angular shapes to be the building lights and set them to different colors. Personally, I love bright and vibrant colors, but here it might have needed a little bit more finessing. When I do create a scene with more story elements, I really want to refine how I did this. And speaking of story, I would generally draw these kinds of elements with a grease pencil, but I only used it for the outlines this time, some of the elements on the buildings like the railings, bokeh circles, and stars. As a finishing touch, I did some compositing to intensify the glow effects. Overall, it was a fun experiment, but I am excited to create something a bit more detailed, and I'll probably do that sometime in the new year along with a tutorial. So that's it for the process video, but I wanted to thank you guys so much for all the support you've given me this year. I can't believe I've hit 75,000 subscribers on this channel. It's been super exciting to see bakeries, cakes, and medieval towns that people have been posting and tagging me in. 2 years ago, creating a channel wasn't something I ever thought I would be doing, but I'm really happy with how it's grown, grateful for everyone I've met, and the opportunities I've had. Next year, I really want to prioritize a solid schedule. I've had so many weird and different projects come up this year that I've had to make sacrifices, whether it was my personal time or my well-being, in order to finish them. So I want to make sure I set those boundaries and I'm able to abide by them to have a healthy lifestyle. But I'm really looking forward to 2023 and what the future will hold. The goal of this channel has always been creative experimentation, whether that be covering new technology or different styles, and I hope to be more of a resource for people. And speaking of resources, thanks so much to everyone that's bought my grease pencil course. It's been a great partnership with CG Boost, and I'm so happy with the response it's been getting. Again, part 2 is coming, and it'll be a lot more in depth, focusing on more of a 2D, 3D workflow, so I hope you look forward to it. You can find it on the CG Boost website, and I'll leave a link below. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Thanks again, Happy New Year, and see you guys next time.